welcome back to the Mariely's podcast.
Hi.
I am your host, Mariely, and this is episode 2. So first of all, earlier on our way here, it was kind of funny because we took the train or whatever, right? And we get on the L train, and bro, my heart almost like dropped to my ass because of the mime.
Oh. Why?
Bro, because all right. So this is okay. So it's because I was watching American Horror Story, and it was the
American Horror
NYC.
Story will always do that to you.
Bro, so the NYC episode, the season for NYC was based on New York City, but it was like mad, like,
I don't know.
I don't want to like say the wrong thing, but it was based on the gay community, and it was based on HIV a little bit. And they incorporated like a serial killer aspect in it. It was kind of wild, right? But in one episode, a mime appears on the train.
Really?
And yes.
Oh, that's why you got
Yes,
scared.
that's why I was like kind of shook. Like, what the fuck? So the mime is in the show, and he pulls up, like he's sitting on the train, and then I forgot how it goes, but like he ends up being killed. But
mime?
Yes, it appears in the show that he got murdered.
He was gay?
Yes. Oh. He was a part of the gay community. Turns out it was, when you watch it in retrospect, like when you watch it knowing that the whole time the element of HIV was the killer, it was so cool how they did it. And I don't understand. It was confusing in a way, but it was cool as hell. So what it was is that there was this big guy that they called Big Daddy. Bro, mad extra. So the Big Daddy dude had like a leather crossbody, whatever, and he would just pop up. But when he would pop up like out of nowhere, and then he would disappear. It almost seemed like a figment of your imagination type of thing. Yes. But he wasn't the serial killer. There was another serial killer on the loose targeting gay men. Mm-hmm. But he was gay himself.
What was the year? Like 19...
It was like 1980s.
1984, like I think it is. That's cool. I like that they did that.
Mm-hmm. So the concept was, now that I think about it, like visually, he would pop up randomly, and he'll have like a weird, like, you ever seen those like those balls with like spikes on them, like a black one with a spike, and then you like kind of like go and you hit somebody with it. That's what he would go around with. But if you visualize it, if you use like your think about it, a cell.
That is so cool. And they're so creative for that.
So he would just pop up out of nowhere, and every time, and then I noticed he would pop up on random people. But when you, again, as the storyline progresses, they all caught HIV. Bro.
That's cool. I like that. That makes me want to finish the season.
When I watched the whole season, I cried. I was like, wow. Not only because of the element of the, like, obviously we have real people that deal with those issues, but it was different, like just seeing that, because I was like, damn, like this was a real thing that was happening. They didn't make a mockery out of it. They just shed light on it in their own way. And then of course they added the
American Horror Story way.
Yeah, it was different, and I liked it. I really enjoyed it. And it's been a while since I enjoyed American Horror Story, because all they are is demonic
and sexual.
It's super sexual, but this season is super sexual, just not overtly. It's not too much. It's the right amount. It's like a good balance of it. But it was really dope. I'm not gonna lie, like I would deadass watch it again. And it takes a lot, because for the past couple seasons, like I haven't been into it, but the latest one that they have is called Delicate. I guess
isn't Kim Kardashian in that one?
Her acting sucks.
I have to watch
why they did it. Her aesthetically in the show looks good, but the acting, I can't get into it. Like in the first episode it was good, but after a while it was kind of like you could see through it.
I can't wait to watch it.
That one is good. In Delicate, I guess they stopped releasing the episodes because of the strikes. So I don't know when it's going to continue. Like I watched it up until episode 6 or 4 or 5, something like that. I've only watched a couple, and then they stopped releasing them, and it's because of the strikes. that were happening. The actor strike
The
and the writer
actor
strike.
Oh, that's crazy.
So now they don't know if they're going to continue releasing them, but I guess they have to come up with a resolution. And then when they do, then they're going to resume
That's crazy.
releasing the episodes. But let's get into it. So for the past month, we have a lot of stuff that's been going on in music and in like TV and movies. The first one that I wanted to bring up was how Hunger Games came out with another movie.
Oh, yes. And I Am Legend is coming out with a part 2.
Bro, I'm in there.
Saw came out. Which one was it? 7?
No, I think
6.
Is it 8? I don't even know.
I watched it though. It wasn't
The trailer?
No, like
you
I watched
the movie?
Yeah.
How was it?
It wasn't as good as the other Saw movies. I'm
really?
not gonna lie.
Why not?
I don't know. I feel like the storyline, to get to the actual action and the whole point of Saw took years. Like
to get to the point.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was kind of stupid. Like
it usually does well.
Yeah. This movie was.
You think it's the same, right? I'm gonna look into it.
Watch it. It was good, but like
Saw was my favorite. Like, what do you call that? Because you can't call it a trilogy. No? It's more than 3 movies. It's like a whole trilogy or whatever the hell you want to call it. But that but their movies are good. I've always liked them as horror movies. They were my favorite. And now, like...
Yeah, they're definitely top 10.
You're going to make me cry. You're going to make me cry. I don't want to hear that. It breaks my heart.
But horror movies overall are plunging. So, you can't
But they've been plunging. They've been whack.
When was the last... The one before this recent Saw movie, when was the last one put out?
I don't remember. So, I don't want to say the wrong thing. But I feel like they came out with that show.
They came out with a show?
Yeah, because the last one was supposed to be 7, Saw 7 or something like that. And then they came out with Scream. Oh no, I'm tweaking. I don't even remember.
They're coming out with another one. They left a cliffhanger.
I'm sure they're coming out with another one. Saw's never gonna stop. Saw was good, but it's not worth.
If it's gonna be as whack as this most recent one, then
just let it go.
Yeah, just let it go.
Cut it off. It's okay. It's okay to leave good things alone. Like, I hate when they go back and try to revisit something that... Like, that's why I'm scared of Hunger Games a little bit. Because I'm like, if they fuck it up. But from what I read in the blurb of the book, it doesn't sound like it's going to surround the same characters. But who knows? These people be...
Oh my God, you know what else is coming out? The trailers of GTA 6.
You just had to go there, bro. We were going to talk about that all the way in the end, bro.
Sorry. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Bro, GTA 6 released that statement today and I almost caught a stroke. No, it was this morning. They released it and they were like, oh, trailer drops December 5th. And I'm like, oh yeah? Oh yeah? After almost 10 years? No, 10 years because they released in 2013. And I was in high school. I remember fiending over that game when it came out. Then when it dropped and it did its thing,
I'm so excited.
I beat it like how many times? I don't even know. Then they came out with Red Dead Redemption. I want to say 2018, right? So that's a 5-year gap. Okay.
Only 2018?
Yeah, Red Dead came out in 2018.
Why every time I think of Red Dead Redemption, I think of like, I don't know.
It's 2 of them though, because the second one dropped in 2018. The first one was mad like old.
I think of the first one when you say.
But how do you think of the first one if the first one looks crazy?
I don't know.
It's bad old, like it just looks crazy. But this one came out something in 2018. I don't remember. And then I'm thinking, okay, 5 years later, 2023, we're gonna have GTA 6 because that's the pattern of them releasing games. I guess it's like every 5 years. But then I'm thinking, okay, realistically, it takes a lot to make a game. And then we saw how detailed RDR2 was. It was crazy detailed down to the interactions. Like these, like you curse out somebody or not curse them out, but like, let's say you get into a fight in a saloon or something in a specific town. Now, every time you go to that town, people are looking at you crazy because they're like, that's the stain you left there. You get what I'm saying? So your actions in the game influence how the NPCs react towards you. And I think they're going to implement that in GTA 6. And if they do, that would be fire. Yo.
I'm so excited. We need to start.
Need to start what? I'm ready. I've been ready. Like
planning to get that PS5.
Where is it?
The PS5 though.
Yeah, no, I'm on that. So back on track, right? Because as I was saying, the releases that are coming out or have come out they're pretty big. Brent Fires came out 10/27. So he came out with Larger Than Life, 14 songs.
I really liked it.
You liked it?
There was like 2 songs that I didn't like.
You liked it?
I liked it. I've always loved Brent Fires. Okay. He's so like soothing.
He is. Mariah the Scientist, To Be Eaten Alive, came out with 10 songs. I liked that one.
I loved it.
11:3, it was Lady London with Soul. 11:10 was Chris Brown with 11:11, and it had 22 songs. And then Kodak Black that same day, When I Was Dead, 19 songs. Lola Brooke, Dennis Daughter, 12 songs. Pink Pantheress, Heaven Knows, 13 songs. Rick Ross and Meek Mill, Too Good to Be True, 17 songs. Then 11:17, it was 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, Welcome to Collie Grove with 21 songs. Andre 3000 came out with New Blue Sun, bro. He blew mine. Drake with Fat D. In other words, For All the Dogs, Scary Hours, 6 songs. Tory Lanez, Alone at Prom Deluxe with 10 songs on one side and then 11 on the other, just like Chris Brown, where he did like a double thingy. And then Busta Rhymes came out with Blockbuster, 19 songs, and Fetty Wap, King Zoo, 17 songs, right? Not gonna lie, I haven't listened to Busta Rhymes yet because I'm like nervous. Because, you know, I fuck with him, but it's been a minute that I've been into him.
I don't think I've ever listened to him.
He just raps all crazy fast. I don't think you'd be into him.
I doubt it.
You think you would like him?
No, like I doubt I would like him.
But before we get into the music, let's get into the music videos. Yes. First person shooters video. What did you think about it?
I loved it. I loved how they implemented The Office into it.
That was the first thing I thought about.
And when he was listing out the names of the girls, how it was they had female dogs, and the little bulls was so cute. I loved it. I
liked the creativity of it. I liked the concept was fire.
I was gonna say, I feel like J. Cole and Drake's team have the most creative people on board out of like the whole industry, because they really be going hard.
Yo, but you know what I like about them two together? They're like, how do I explain it?
A dynamic Bonnie and Clyde.
a dynamic duo. Like it's like peanut butter and jelly, bro.
Yes. Like cheese with pepper jack cheese.
Pepper jack? Bro, what the I need to try that. But that was an interesting.
You've never tried that?
No, but that was an interesting comparison.
They're the best thing ever,
bro. But these two, they are meant to be together. I think within the morning, right? When I first heard it, and I was like, "Oh, look at them!" Like I was mad young listening to this.
Oh my god, I love that song.
And when I heard them together, when I first heard them, I was in love. And they were meant to be together. They're meant to make a collab album. They're meant to do more together. Why they haven't, I don't know. But Drake, you know, probably in his feelings, dissed him. He did at one point along the lines, and then they were kind of like
J. Cole.
Yeah, they had like a weird. Drake disses everybody though. Literally, I can't think of somebody that he hasn't dissed. Jay-Z, he's dissed hella people, so. He just likes beefing with people.
Yeah. I don't think it's literal. Like, I think he just does it like...
No, it's light little jabs. Nothing to be taken serious, you know? But I'm glad that they are, you know, doing their thing now. But yeah, first of all, the music video, like I said, it was fire. And I enjoyed watching the transition to different, like from The Office to the ping pong
stadium.
table.
Oh yes, to the.
And then if you notice, on the scoreboard, it was 7969, which is one of Drake's other songs on the album, Fat D.
They went dumb with the visuals.
And then they go into the stadium, and then from the stadium they go to the basketball court.
And then the boxing ring, I think, was after that.
The whole thing was like an experience. Like you felt like you were going from room to room with them, right?
It really was.
And then the best part was the MJ part, the MJ reference with the glove and the way he like did the spin and the kick. But I think that the statue he brought out is another MJ reference, because in let me see if I find it. And was it what's the name? Why can't I think about it? It was in, damn, what is it?
But
Moonwalker?
what are you trying to think about? What are you talking about?
He had a statue. I'm not bugging. I know he put up a statue in one of the
Michael Jackson
videos. Yes, he had it in a music video, and Drake did the same thing. But I'm trying to figure out where he did it.
Was it Speed Demon? No,
the Speed Demon. It was that the rabbit turned into the boulder, but it was like something like this. Look. He did something like that. You see how it looks
I know
like
what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about, right? I know I'm not bugging.
I know what you're talking about, but it can't come to mind.
I had it on the tip of my tongue. I don't know why it's not there anymore. But bro, I literally remembered. I was like, yo, I can't wait to. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Like it seems as if he like brought that element in there. It was so
He's
cute.
So creative for that.
I loved it. Like, I enjoyed the music video. I had to like focus. I couldn't do anything else but watch it because I wanted to catch everything that was going on. It was such a beautiful experience. I enjoyed it. And I like music videos. I just don't I haven't seen anybody like really put effort into it.
That's why I was trying to say, like, artists nowadays, they don't really go think too deep into the visuals and they forget that that's important too.
Yeah. But my first impression from Larger Than Life, I think the album art was fire. The production was good. I bet you didn't notice this bitch, Timberland, was on the first song. And he produced that song. I know that beat anywhere. Bro, I heard it and I was like, this sounds like a Timberland beat. And Tim's Intro is the name of the song. Next thing you know, I hear little Timberland's voice. It felt so nostalgic. I wanted to cry.
I don't really know much about Timberland. So
he produced a lot of Aaliyah's music.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, you'll hear it. I'll show it to you. Matter of fact, I can show it to you right now. So, look, peep this, right? This is, see.
Rest in peace, Aaliyah. We love you.
I know. So, like, look, like, why am I going to Timberland? I should go to Aaliyah because it sounds more like a Hot Like Fire beat.
You can't think of any of the songs. There's like...
Listen. You hear that? All right. That's him. That's Timberland, right? Then if you go to Tim's Intro... Wait. Like, it just sounds like him. You see? I don't know. It's something about his thing that I just recognize. It's him.
Maybe for you.
Yeah, maybe it is a me thing. I don't know. But I heard it and I was like, that's him. I went back, checked, and it is him. And then he also had Missy Elliott on Last Ones Left. That was bomb. And then on Outside All Night, A$AP Rocky is on it. But I liked it.
I liked that one too. Yeah. I can't remember what feature it was that made me hate one specific song. I think it's the name of the song starts with D. That was like, no,
you did
so bad.
My top 3 in that album, I want to say, is Forever Yours, Last Ones Left, and Where You At. I give the album a solid 4. Like, it doesn't...
It's probably because you don't really listen to him like that, you know?
Right? Like, what do you give it?
I give it a 5. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, I don't blame you. Mariah the Scientist, To Be Eaten Alive. I love the concept of the scorpion.
Me too.
Because she's a
I was just
Scorpio.
about to say that.
I loved it.
You know what's
Bro,
crazy?
get out my head.
I don't even listen to Mariah the Scientist like that. So this album definitely made me a fan.
That's crazy that you liked. What's funny is that I wasn't a Mariah the Scientist fan either. I think I became a fan of her more this year, but that was because I went back and I was like, oh, what's that girl about? Because when she was when she first came out, I don't think I was like interested in her as much as everybody else was. And then for some reason, like out of nowhere, I'm listening to her music and I'm like, oh, she actually is fire.
The only thing that really caught my eye about her when she first came out was like, oh,
she's really pretty.
She's beautiful. She's Young Thug's girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm. Something like that. I don't know.
And so that was the only thing that like
he's locked up. I mean, I know how that works.
Yo, you seen the post? Okay, fine.
All right, so production. I'm not a fan of the synth sounds.
What do you mean?
Like the whole like music and her music. I don't like it too much.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the reason why I never could get into
her, right?
Yeah.
SZA has the same thing.
I know. And I've always said that.
And it okay bothers me because the synth sound is cool for like 1 or 2 songs. For the whole thing, bro, my ears, like, it just drives me insane. But it was a great intro. Mm-hmm. And it does feel like inspirational a little bit. Like the first song.
Oh my God.
And she produced it.
For real?
That was her first production.
She
really bodied that song. It sounds like a little ethereal, right? Like it sounds like
the concept behind it. I read that that the concept behind it was her wondering what the afterlife is like. And what really stood out to me was the one part where she's like, oh, like, I never said my love will stay the same, but it will never change.
Good job.
Yes.
But my top 3 is Heaven is a Place on Earth. Good Times is fire. I like it. 40 Days and 40 Nights and 77 Degrees with 21 Savage. It's a hard 5. I
the
gave
album,
that one
right?
a hard, like,
just
5.
the song?
No, the whole album.
Right?
It's a 5.
I agree.
It's not too long. It's not too obnoxious. It's just perfect. Like, it's a 5. All right. I'm going to go into Lady London because I was listening to her today.
Go ahead.
Bro. The album art is a zodiac wheel. Mm-hmm. Right? And it's divided into the 12 segments. Mm-hmm. And she's in each segment as each sign. Right?
That's cool.
So I'm like, okay, what an interesting concept. And you know me, I like my astrology. Yeah. I like talking about it. I like, you or whatever out my face.
You or whatever.
So I enjoyed seeing that, and then the production, I liked it. She flowed nice with the production, and I liked the intro.
Like she always does.
Yo, she has a nice. She could rap. And she has like a nice like steady flow with it.
She's I love her lyrics. Like, she's just not saying anything.
She shouted out all the signs in the first song.
Oh, she did?
But then she kept doing it in every song. So I'm like, I see the point.
You feel like it was a little drag? Or like...
Okay, so if there's a line that's like dragging it, not dragging it. She's right in the middle, she's probably in the leaning towards the dragging it just a little bit, but not obnoxious. It's not annoying. It's not something that you're like, damn bitch, shut up. Like, it's good enough, but it's not like it almost became overbearing. I'm like, if I hear one more fucking song, but it wasn't that bad. No Time, it was fire. I enjoyed her and B-Boy. They went like back and forth. They were like doing like the Evil Ways thing that J. Cole and Drake were doing. Like going back and forth. Call Me was heat. And you know why I said that.
Yes, because you busted into my room to tell me this.
Because it was sampled. It was the song Chingy, One Call Away. And they made it so, like the beat was so fire and it made me want to cry. I'm like, oh my God, it brings me back. And then Do Something also gave me chills because that one was the another sample of Best of Me by Maya and Jay-Z. So
wow, I can't wait to hear it now.
And then she did Indecisive, which had me screaming because that one was Dig Pleaser by Wayne, except she did her own thing. I was like, damn, bitch, because I haven't heard that song since I was like 12.
She's a good artist. She's really good.
She's good.
I feel like she's mad underrated.
Super underrated. I was pleasantly surprised by her album. Like, I didn't expect to like it as much as I did. So I give that one a 5 too. And I would go back and listen to it. Like, there's some songs that I'm like, oh, I can't wait to listen to this again. What did you think about Chris Brown's album?
I liked it. I feel like I haven't been in tune with Chris Brown in a minute. And I don't mean that to say that this album brought me back to being in tune with him.
Right.
Because it didn't. But, like, it wasn't bad. Like
you can enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's not something that you would be like, oh, shit, this is heat.
Yeah,
like,
this
knocked me off my socks.
Exactly.
No, it was good. It was good. It seemed, it was creative. It wasn't, he didn't force it. You know what I think it is? I think this is his sound. He likes the Afro beats.
Oh my God. I was just about to say that, like, it made me realize that, like, the sound that was most prevalent throughout the whole album is his. Like, you know?
He's an Afro beats type of guy. The thing is that I'm not too crazy about Afro beats. They say that's going to be the new wave. It's been a wave, so it's not going to be, but we're in it already. I'm not too crazy about Afro beats, so for me personally, it's not something that I can like jam to and be like, oh, like I don't even like Afro beats at parties. I'd be tight. Like, DJ, take the shit off. But everybody apparently likes it. They be dancing to it, having fun. I just be like,
I don't have anything against Afro beats. I feel like everybody that has jumped on it has been doing pretty good.
I don't know what it is about it that just drives me crazy. Me quita la gana, like it takes the fun away. I don't know. But it had a great intro. I love the type of production with his vocals. Like, he does really well with it. I want to say my top 5 are That's On You with Future. I loved that song.
Oh my God, yes. That one was my favorite one, actually.
What the fuck? Messed Up. Midnight Freak was also good. Moonlight. Make Up Your Mind. I give it a 4.5.
I give it a 4.
Okay. For the rest of the albums that came out, I want to say Dennis's Daughter was 4. Heaven Knows was a 4. Scary Hours edition. This is what I was expecting, dog. Like, this is what I wanted him to do with For All the Dogs. And when he didn't do it, I wanted to cry. But then I was like, you know what? It gives me more music, sad music to, like,
yeah,
you know.
You can't be mad at him.
Like, and he released Polar Opposites. I haven't watched the video to that one, but I can't wait to watch it. But I hope he did it. I'm sure he did it justice. He's not the type of dude that makes videos and they're stupid. Like,
yeah.
He goes in. But yeah, I'm not too mad about all the releases this past month. They've been pretty good. It's a good way to end the year. I'll leave it at that. Right?
I agree. I feel like it's not the artists that I want to drop, but you know,
yeah, they're
I'll take
good.
what I could get.
Now let's get into the real juice. Diddy, what the fuck is wrong with you? What is going on with this man? And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, it's something about, look.
But we've been knew something.
Something was up. Yeah. It's something about the way he comes off, his persona, the way he is.
But it's so hard because I love Diddy. Like, I love his music.
He has a good ear for music. Like, we can't take that away from him. But he's done some shit. So, like, the whole Cassie thing threw me off. It didn't throw me off because it wasn't, like, that I didn't expect it from him. It threw me off that it was able to come to light.
Really?
Yeah, because you know that when these industry people do their dirt, most often,
like, they dig it up
more often than not, they cover it up real good. You wouldn't be able to tell. But the fact that she was able to come up with this lawsuit, mind you, the whole thing is like 35 pages long. I'm reading it like, nah, bro. Like,
I seen it and I told myself I was gonna read it and I was like, you know,
it's too much. It's like a whole fucking dissertation. Like, but like,
what I did read was crazy. Like,
insane. Like,
Yeah.
to think that she was going through that, like, while
So
I was
sad.
like a child and I admired her lifestyle, and I'm like, oh my God, like, look, he's with this guy. But never in my mind did it like occur to me that he was that older than her. And now that he's older, obviously, like, he can't really do half of that stuff that he was doing to Cassie.
Yeah.
I always wonder, like, how's his relationship with Carisha?
Me too. But what they put out there, it's hard to tell because, like, I feel as though the way they present themselves is so cute. Like, their dynamic is cute. Like, they seem like best friends in a way. And, like, she's said that herself too. So, like, they get along pretty well. I feel like they get each other pretty well. But, like, we don't know what happens, you know, behind closed doors.
It's weird with her, though, because you know what it is with this culture? I feel like when people get money and they get everything they want, they can accept anything. Like, they're down with whatever type of treatment. And that's what it's giving.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like she
Because
would
he's
be
putting
down.
her up there. Yeah, so she'd be the type to be down with some of the stuff because it comes with a good amount of money. Because she is a city girl. She talks about all of this. She probably really does live that. But that's all speculation too, because we don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he is treating her fine. Maybe he is giving her what she wants.
Regardless, though, the
to make up for
age
it.
gap isn't crazy.
Super crazy. It's disgusting. It's like the age gap is so weird to me, but nobody's saying anything, and she's
Right.
fine with it. She's consenting to it, so I guess it's fine. But I don't fuck with it. I think that whatever they have going on is kind of weird, and whatever.
Right.
Yeah, to me, it's kind of like, if she's willing to do whatever for money, then that's on her. It's on her conscience. It's her life, and I hope that it's not happening. Basically,
I hope so too, that she's not going through what Cassie did. You know, but he really did put her on game because, like, aside from City Girls, she really has a name for herself now with the whole podcast. And
it's bought. You don't think that I don't know. I don't know, because I'm not gonna lie, they dropped too, and I saw that they dropped that, and I didn't give a fuck.
They dropped an album or what?
Yeah, they dropped an album in October.
Really?
That's how trash they are, and I said it. But
Diddy, right?
no, her City Girls.
The City Girls dropped an album. Oh, I don't like the City Girls.
I heard they whoa. I heard they sold like a small amount of copies.
Really?
Let me look it up.
Cause who's really listening to the City Girls? Still?
I don't know. I don't even know whether they're relevant. Like, cancel them, bro.
I mean, I can't completely agree
JT
with
is
you.
fire. Maybe we could
What?
have JT do...
JT over Carisha? You haven't watched her podcast or her show?
I do, but I don't like her.
You don't like Carisha?
There's something of... I don't know. I just don't like her.
I feel like I like Carisha more than I like JT.
Nah,
but like I don't
JT
like
more.
the City Girls.
I don't
know
like
how
the
to
City
say-
Girls,
yeah.
right? But if I had to choose one or the other, I'd choose JT.
Oh, I'd go with Carisha. She's
Because
funny.
JT seems like she's more on business. Like, I want to work. And Carisha doesn't give that.
Carisha's very messy, too.
Is she? Or maybe her
Yes.
and Diddy are meant for each other. I don't know.
She had she got very messy on an episode of her show with
With who?
Ari Fletcher. And she was asking her like the most like messiest questions.
But don't they agree to the questions or no?
I guess so. But like she was what's her name? Taina? Tia?
Taina.
Taina. Like she was asking her questions about her. And it was just like, girl, like I wonder if Carisha and Taina get along. Because then that would be weird. Because it's like, why are you asking those questions? You know?
Oh, God knows. I don't know. I just didn't. I heard that she won Podcaster of the Year, but she drops like one episode a month.
Carisha? She won Podcast of the Year?
We have Joe Budden podcast. We have Need to Know podcast. You have Poor Minds podcast. You have Horrible Decisions podcast.
That's insane.
You have, I could name a good 50 above Carisha, please. Let's be for real. And she won that? Like, that's crazy to me. But that's that's the game you
That
play
has to
when
be-
you're with someone
yeah,
that has
exactly.
money. So,
Yeah.
okay, so their first week in sales, it was 10K.
Because who's listening to? First of all, we're in the winter, so like nobody's on that type of time.
I don't even
And,
want to
like-
devote this much time to these bitches. They're just trash.
They really are. Yeah, we could agree on that.
No, but for real, because like, I don't like them. The YSL trial,
Bro, I feel like that
Nah,
child is
bro.
so funny to me, and I don't know why. Like
nigga said, thug, truly humbled under God.
and then it was something pushing P. Was it pushing
He was pushing
positivity? Yes, bro, that had me crying. Literally, when I seen that, I was like, nah. And the way they say it in court, like they're dead ass.
Like, no, the lawyer's like this with a straight face. Like, thug, truly humbled under God. And it's like, I saw a picture of the judge and he was just like this.
Yo,
With the straightest face. Like,
yo.
he
And
was
then
like-
Young Thug just be sitting there. He probably finds it so funny. I mean, probably not considering that like the child's.
It's a serious charge, but like, it's funny to me because it's like, you
Truly
can kind of
humbled under God.
truly
Like,
humbled.
that
I'm gonna
just
start
takes
using
it.
that. I'm truly humbled under God. They said something along the lines of the YSL stands for Yves Saint Laurent because the members wear jeans, the tight jeans from Yves Saint Laurent. I'm like, what the fuck, yo? But that's a fire ass lawyer. If that's what he's gonna do in that courtroom, throw people
truly
off.
humbled under God, not even The Hate You Give. Have you ever watched The Hate You Give?
Why would it be The Hate You Give? If he's
Because
trying to
like that's
paint them-
already out there.
he's trying to paint them in a good
I
light.
see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Exactly. So yeah, truly humbled under God. And what was the slime acronym that he used?
I don't know.
It was
I only saw the
something. It was the funniest thing I've ever heard, bro. I'm like, give this man a raise. He's probably getting paid.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, I do you if that's what it takes. Do what you gotta do. I haven't been watching the trial though, cause I'm not like
Me
a big
either.
trial person. Like,
I was when what is this guy's name? He's from like the what is his name?
what's the name? Like,
He's a big actor. The trial was like
oh, Johnny Depp.
Yes, I was
wasn't into that shit.
what? That trial was mad funny.
What was the trial about? I don't understand. It was a divorce
She
trial
was
or something.
I think so. She was trying to sue him for I don't know.
You don't think that they put those out there sometimes to like throw us off with what's happening in the world?
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely.
Like, let's
But
do the
it
YSL
was
one now.
funny. It was funny.
Get
though.
distracted, guys. Not like Palestine's getting blown up, but
No, for real.
it's
Free
definitely
Palestine.
no, for real. But it's not like I feel like it's not like these trials personally. I don't like sitting through them or watching it because it's like
It's a waste of time when you could dedicate that time to something else. But I can't even like. I'm no joke. The Johnny Depp trial was so funny. It was hilarious because like I don't know his wife's name.
Amber Heard.
Yeah, her. She would fake cry in the courtroom and like one day she pretended to be like afraid of him. Like she
I heard about that.
Yeah, like it was just hilarious.
That she was like acting like she couldn't be around him.
Yeah.
But how do you know that's not true?
Because like
I'm just fucking with you. I wouldn't even know. Like I heard a lot of stuff about that woman. So
she seems, like she's missing a little screws in her head. But who cares?
I don't know. These people, what's so like going back to the Diddy thing now that we're talking about it, right? It's so funny because you just wouldn't know, but you kind of get the vibe off of certain people that you're just kind of like, I don't know why.
Diddy
There's something
seems
about
very controlling, and like he would do everything that Cassie said that he did. That's why I don't put it past him, and I believe her 100%. But there was another girl that also
came out. Right? There was like 2 other people that came out.
Really? After Cassie?
There you have it. And then there's a lot of other women that are coming out for people like in Def Jam. No, Bad Boys. I'm sorry, not Def Jam. And a lot of other people in Hollywood. But again, I don't know if you've ever watched the Yummy music video by Justin Bieber.
Yeah, but like mad long ago.
So the Yummy music video, it kind of centers around the whole John Podesta conspiracy theory of like Pizzagate. And it was kind of like,
really?
Yes. And it had a guy looking like John Podesta in the music video. It was like a play of the conspiracy theory.
But Justin Bieber did that to bring awareness to it, or like?
I don't know. Because you know how sometimes people make a music video to make a joke out of the conspiracy or rumor or whatever the case may be. Or some people actually just want to blatantly put it out in your face. And in the music video, he's like, they're eating like dinner, but like, the conspiracy is that they were into children and that they were into children and he was a child when he came out in the music. So that they were like preying on him. Yeah.
For that song though?
Yummy. Like really, let's be for real.
That's insane.
Yeah. Watch the video because when I watched it, I was kind of like turned.
I watched it, but like,
off.
You know.
You weren't thinking anything of it. Yeah. It's kind of creepy. So when you go back and think about it, then you watch interviews with him and Diddy, you see how uncomfortable he looked around Diddy as a kid.
Oh, you know this. I know you've heard of Diddy and the allegations.
The sex parties and stuff like that. So yeah. It's on brand. Like everything is starting to like make sense with him. But I don't know.
That's insane.
I don't know because those allegations are kind of hard to like say for sure. But it's not hard because from what I've heard, that's one thing I told you. I remember that one thing in my life I always wanted to do was go to a party of his. Not that type of party, but like, you know, like because I know somebody that was always going. But it would be the parties like that you see on New Year where everybody's like outside. And they're having a good time from what it looks like. But from what I heard is that if you go into the house, there's like stuff going on in certain rooms.
I used to watch a girl on YouTube where she used to go to those parties. And she would be like, these Hollywood like actors and, you know, are crazy. That they be doing crazy shit.
Now I wonder, right? Because now that we're talking about it, like with these Hollywood people, right? When they do certain things, is it something that they've always been into? Right? And now that they have money, they have the ability to like do it? Or is it because they're in the industry that they're like, oh, now it takes how do I say, like, to be a part of the group, you have to get down, or if not, you're not going to be a part of the group? Like, is that the way?
Like on some, like in the movies. Like, it sounds so like, I don't know how to say it, like, it's just hard to fathom because it's like, what?
Because if you think about it, like, look at Beyonce and Jay-Z's age difference. They're like 12 years apart. So that means that even if they're like 12 years,
I think they are. I think you're on point with them. If you're on point, I'll buy you your food.
12 years. Super on point. So that means if she was 18, he was 30.
That's disgusting.
That's like you dating a 30-year-old.
Literally. That's disgusting.
Ew. Like, what 30-year-old cannot get a woman his age?
But Beyonce bad, so like... So like, I could understand why you would want to go for Beyonce. But like, even still, like, that doesn't change anything, you know? Like, morals. Where's your morals? And like, that doesn't make you feel uncomfortable.
And Aaliyah and R. Kelly. She got married to him at 15. So this is something that they're into. They're into it. now they have money and they think that they could cover it up. So hence
And
Diddy.
then you also have to think like a lot of the guys like in our community, like
They're pedos.
Exactly. They'll be 30-year-olds.
Dating high
Trying not to-
schoolers,
exactly.
going to pick up their high school girlfriend. You remember where your prom was around COVID. In my prom, yeah, like you still were able to go to prom. So scratch that. But like for my prom, I remember certain girlfriends having boyfriends that couldn't come to prom because they were older.
Oh my God.
Like,
That's
girl,
insane.
chill. What the fuck? Aren't you embarrassed that your man can't come to your prom, bitch? Like, what the fuck?
Yo, that's insane.
It is insane.
But that goes back to like, is it really just about the money? I just feel like people are really sick.
Yeah. And I think when you are in a position of power, you can have what you want and nobody can really tell you anything.
Yeah.
So it scares me to think that. Or you ever heard of that theory, like when someone's super like ugly growing up, or like they don't get any bitches or any type of play, when they get money, they become like hoes because the money is what gets these people to come to them. And then they're like super, like they're either super cheaters, like super sexual, or they're like, they degrade women. Like it can never just be, you're like, oh, I'm lit now, let me chill.
Yeah.
They want to take advantage of the fact that now they're lit. It's so weird to me. I don't know. So it makes me feel like we're not safe because you don't know people for who they are until they have money. Like they always say that money amplifies who you truly are.
Yeah.
Like if you're an evil, controlling person, once you get money, that's what you're gonna be
For the rest of your life.
I mean,
Type shit.
if you're the type of person, that's just a saying, but if you're a person that's self-aware and you're trying to be better, then I can see how you can change.
Yeah.
But that change has to happen before the money. Because when you get the money, what's gonna make you change?
Right.
What's gonna inspire you to be like, oh nah, maybe the way I'm living is not it.
And
Maybe-
that touching that type of money would really like corrupt your life and your morals, like.
No, for real, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. It's a good way to see it. Maybe that's why God doesn't bless everybody with money. But then you always have to wonder, why do certain people have money? Maybe it's not the God that they're praising. Maybe it's a different God that they're praising, giving them that.
I like that. I've never thought about
So if you ever broke out here, you wonder why, and you're a good person, maybe it's because you're not doing the things that the devil wants you to do to give you that fast money. Maybe you just need to go harder. Because God will always meet you halfway. But when you have like integrity and you're a good person, he will never, ever
just hand it to you.
Not just hand it to you, but he will never just leave you without. You will always have something as long as you have him.
Oh, right. 100%.
You will never go without as long as you seek him and you believe in him. But once you start going in different directions, you'll get what you want when you're asking the wrong one for it. And that's just how
deep.
it is.
I
It's
like
my
that.
observation in life. Thank you. But yeah. So is there anything you want to add on?
I don't think so. I'm excited for. I heard Lil Baby's dropping. I'm excited for
What?
Yo,
I don't know why I can't get into that guy.
you're insane.
Like, I like him, right? He's not bad, but he's not somebody that I'm like, oh my God, like Lil Baby. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm
He's
gonna
really
maybe it'll
good
change my
lyrically.
mind because
out of all
I
the
can't.
rappers that are out, he's really good.
He's good. I'm not taking that away from him.
He's like the best.
Bro, speaking of Lil Baby, it made me think about The Baby, and then now I'm thinking about Meg Thee Stallion. You heard that diss track that she dissed Partisan Fontaine, whatever his name is.
No.
Damn, no, not whatever his name. But you know what I mean.
I don't-
He doesn't sound like a bad person. Yo, she made a song and insinuated that he cheated.
The guy that she was with?
Yeah, the
She's not with
Partisan.
him?
No, they're not together anymore.
So she's single.
Yeah. Yes. So then she made that song, and then in response, he made a song, and he aired out a whole bunch of shit for 3-4 minutes long, maybe longer. I don't even know how long.
Megan saying what?
Yes. And he said, oh, you went and got your body done lying, saying it was in the gym. He said, basically at the end of the song, he's like, I'm not talking to Megan the Stallion, I'm talking to Megan the person. I'm like, damn, he really violated. He said something along the lines of, I stuck by you, held you while you cried. You said you didn't fuck that nigga, speaking about the baby, but you put it, and you even put it on your mom. Her mom is dead.
Damn.
Put it on your mom that you didn't sleep with the baby, and I found out that was a lie. Like, he went in.
I didn't even know that they...
Yes.
That's insane.
He was like, oh, you trying to be a victim, and niggas is tired of it. Like, he was thinking about marrying her, and she really
don't.
And you could hear the pain in somebody's like thing, because
he seemed like a good guy, like he was treating her good, you know?
To be somebody, like, think about it, you're minding your own business, and then here comes a diss towards you, and it doesn't even have to be like a full-blown song, but she said something, and it triggered a response, and this response, you know, some people were like, oh, but he violated, why it had to be that long. But you don't get to decide how somebody responds to somebody else's disrespect. So
regardless, though, I feel like she was out of pocket for that to begin with, because like they were in a relationship for that long, no?
Yeah. So
like how can you go from being in a relationship with somebody for that long, as long as they were, to easily making a dish, like saying anything in your music?
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He was like, oh, you're doing this for clout, because why would you? And it's true. Like, if he's holding you down, especially during the trial where mad people were on her, he was there for her, and for you to turn around and do that, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Damn, Megan, you baited.
That's another one that I've never really felt like a good vibe off of.
Megan.
And there you have it.
I never really paid attention to her. I like her music. Her music
her music, she can rap.
Yeah.
Listen, with these people and their character flaws, it doesn't take away from their talent. That's what's scary. Like, like, damn, I fuck with your
like
music. Right? Like, I fuck
Diddy.
with you hard. But then that scares me about Michael, bro.
No. I don't even want to talk about it, because there's...
All right. Let's not talk about it.
Damn,
back to Diddy.
We have to talk about it. You want to talk about it? I love Michael too much to see him that way. Like, I know. Too much.
You have to leave it as a possibility, but then it doesn't even matter anymore, because he's not here anymore. Just like,
but it
Aaliyah.
matters, because like...
Just like Aaliyah. No, it matters in a sense, yes. But it also doesn't, because the one of the kids admitted that their parents told them to do it for the money. So you, at this point, we're left in limbo, because we don't know. But it still pops up in your head once in a while, like, damn, like, is it true or not? Like, if I wish I really knew. I really do.
I wish I knew too.
But I side with the no part, only because when they want to destroy a black man, they will. And they will use any way to do it. And maybe because he didn't have a childhood, he always wanted to surround himself with kids. It's just not a good look. So I will always stick on that side of the hill. Like, I'll always die on that hill. But in the back of my head, I will always still think about it.
I'm the same way. I feel like every time I like read about it or hear about it, I'd be like, you know, there's so much evil in the world, but like, I don't know. I feel like his intentions were so pure.
Like it didn't strike me as somebody that gave.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
And if there's people like us in the world, like why can't he?
But then there's R. Kelly, who was doing these things, but he was doing crazy stuff, and he would sing about it, like about a freak and stuff and this and that, and I'm a flirt and blah blah blah, and it's like, okay, guy, we got it.
What
You're
sucks? we got it. What sucks is that there's like people like R. Kelly and P. Diddy really ruin it for people like Michael Jackson. Because then it's like you can't put it past anybody, you know?
That's true. But yo, speaking of Michael Jackson, there was this clip that I saw. It kind of resurfaced, and it was of him.
You always mention this clip. Go ahead.
Which one? Which one? Because it's not even the clip. The one of him singing with the Heal the World? No, I wasn't going to bring that one up.
I wasn't talking
so
about
which
that.
one?
The one where he like walked off of the set because, what was it?
The Heal the World one where they're singing and then he looked at her dead in the face because she started singing. He's like he was jamming, then he was like, no, I'm not talking about that clip. I'm not talking about that clip. The clip I'm referring to is the clip where he is being interviewed and he has his baby covered in a blanket. And then they asked him, oh, is the baby's mom black? And he dead looked at this guy and said, yes, 100% black.
Oh,
but none of these kids' moms are black. Like they're all all the kids have blue eyes. They're white. Yeah. And he was dead trying to lie, like in their face. And I'm like, why he did that? Like why he said that?
He was probably fed up by like the media.
I was thinking, me looking for an excuse. I'm like, he's probably being dead sarcastic in his face.
Yeah, he probably was.
He was probably playing.
Because he wasn't crazy.
But that shit had me crying.
He was very intellectual, So like I can't believe that he would really sit there and believe that his baby mother was black when, she's literally not. But or maybe it
made me cry because like he just looked like fed up. Like he was like
so then it was probably sarcastic. Oh, Michael.
Damn, I'm not trying to die here, but yo, bro.
Poor Michael.
R.I.P. Michael. We miss you, bro.
Thanks.
Like it takes me back to Halloween because it's always so like nostalgic. It always makes me want to cry almost every time I hear a Thriller on Halloween. That song like sets the tone for Halloween and like it gives it the feeling it's supposed to have. We went to the
Halloween parade. Oh my God, 10 out of 10. I loved it.
That experience was so much fun. And it's because of how we like how it happened for us. Yeah. Because we went and we got there first. We couldn't see. We were like towards the back. And I'm like, we're going to make our way to the front.
Oh my God.
And that's exactly what we did. But it's so crazy and ironic. We got there just in time before they did the Michael Jackson set and they're dancing. Did you get to see the aerial view of the...
Yes, I have the video. It was so cute.
So cute. I want to be a part of that one day.
That they did that and like everybody knew the whole dance. Like,
it was so epic.
I wonder how that works though. Like, do they be like September hits and they're like, okay, who wants to be a part of it? And then they're like, let's rehearse.
Oh, like who's in charge of it?
Yeah.
Anybody could be in charge, and I think you have to pay to be in the parade. And then you get your float and you do whatever it is that you want. But I want to be a part of one of those things for him. That would be so fire.
I'll watch you for it.
Imagine
highlights.
You wouldn't dance?
I could barely dance. You think I'm gonna dance the choreography to Thriller?
You don't have she doesn't have any rhythm, so it's okay. But yeah, Thriller, yo, we got there and we saw the dance and it was kind of cute. So then after that happened, right, we ended up getting to the front. Yo, before I even get to what happened, right, what was pissing me off the whole time was how these grown-ass people, like they never seen costumes before. I had my daughter. I have a 2-year-old. Like, let's set the picture here. I'm a young adult with a 2-year-old. Right? And I'm trying to show her. You think that any of these fucking grown ass tourist people and men wanted to move for me as I held my 2-year-old on my hip?
No, they did not.
They did not. I had to push past these people and I'm like, move, bitch. With my whole child, and they're there like acting like they never seen fucking costumes. Y'all see, bro, y'all could walk down the block and still see a whole bunch of people with costumes. There was nothing special that like warranted that type of behavior. Grown ass, big ass men at that. It wasn't no short dude, no 4-foot dude. It was 6 foot, 6'2", 6'3" men.
You can watch from the back.
Exactly.
If I was able to see from the back, you could watch from the back.
Yes, go ahead, get in front of me. No, they were there like, so I'm like moving my way there, and then I get to the front, and then I tell them, her girlfriend and then my sister were like, let's get to the front. We get to the front. Cool, now we're watching the thingy. This is so funny because I saw somebody I know in the parade just walking by, and this is why I'm behind the people, by the way. I'm like, hey, I call him out. And he looked back. He heard me. but he couldn't see me because I'm behind these fucking towers. So then when I finally do get to the front, and I mean, we're all in the front.
Like
we're all
at the railings.
At the rails. We're like, let's get it. So they're at first like, what? Are you serious? Yeah.
I didn't even know what was going on. I didn't like. Our sister literally hopped over, busted her ass, and then my girlfriend went, and then
but it was the funniest ass bust because she falls right, and then she gets back up, and then she grabs my daughter.
And then they take the stroller. And then after that, it was just us two left. And we're like, by this point, the police like are inside. And we're like, okay, like, let's hold on for a little bit, you know? Mm-hmm. No, we had the stroller.
Yeah, we had the stroller. So we put the stroller over the railing. The stroller is like over on that side, but now it's just us that we need to cross over. The cops are walking this way, and we're like, fuck, what are we gonna do? So now we're like, I hope they don't see the stroller and think it's just there. So
no, but they literally walk past us and like
right.
The stroller is the mic, and they're like
on some tunnel vision, like they didn't even peep the stroller. So we're like, okay, go. So then that's when we hop over and we act like we're part of the parade. And now we're in the parade and we're walking, and we walked with them. They had like a Ghostbusters float, a whole bunch of vampires just dancing all crazy.
Yeah,
that was kind of funny to me.
Very funny.
Because they were in character the whole time,
and they were like in one spot of the street,
and they were just going like, showing each other their teeth and like looking at you, going like,
bro, people are funny. People are funny.
Yo, but they were mad into it. And I love that.
Right.
Because, yes, take Halloween seriously. But they're like...
Yo, yeah, they were
breaking their back and shit.
They were going
that shit was bad funny. The way they were dancing, they were like... Remember?
Yo, people are so funny. But the costumes were so cute. I saw somebody dressed up as Drake with his most recent, yeah. What else did I see? We seen a fire Catwoman.
Yeah, I always love when they slay Catwoman because I love that character so much. And now that we're there on DC, I wanna call out DC
that is
Comics.
Insane, because I was talking about DC today.
Let's talk about DC Comics. Because DC Comics gets me so tight. Why is it that Marvel is literally like blowing y'all in the dust? like y'all not the better superhero cartoony. Y'all better than them. But no, Marvel has outdone y'all over the past decade, and I am so fucking disappointed. I have this Batman tattoo for nothing.
I mean,
like, what happened, Bruce Wayne? Where's Selena Kyle? I need these people to come out. I need to see my Batman, my Catwoman. Like, come on now. So yeah, DC, get it together, because if y'all don't, you're gonna lose me. But
that's it for today.
That's it for today. Yeah. Thank you for watching. And if you're trying to find us, you can find us on Instagram for Mariely Podcast, on TikTok, on YouTube, on what else?
Possibly Twitter.
Twitter's canceled. So
wherever we can come out.
Yeah, but Mariely Podcast everywhere. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.